So we're here with Marzi from Phil Anselmo and the Illegals. There's one illegal here. Maybe, well, firstly, this is your first time in Estonia, probably.
First time in Estonia, yes.
And here at Rock Laager 2014. So your European tour is going on right now.
Yeah, towards the end of it.
How's the schedule? Pretty hectic, or is it?
You know, I mean, it's funny you should ask that question now because it's about to get hectic. It's about to get very hectic, and we're on our final stretch. We're playing here tonight. We're immediately taking off, going to the airport, heading to Moscow, and I think we're getting off the airport, getting in a cab, and going to the venue, and literally walking on stage. That short of an amount of time. We haven't done that yet. We've always had at least some kind of grace period where we prepare. None of my gear is going to be there, but we're going to have to do that. Then we're going to Warsaw, Poland.
Yes.
And then we're finishing this off in Denmark.
So that's the end of the European tour.
And that's it. Yeah. So far, it's been absolutely wonderful. It's been really great for us to come to Europe for the first time. The fans have been just enormously awesome. From the festival gigs to the small venues that we've played, like in Paris or Hamburg, Stockholm, the fans have just been absolutely awesome. I really can't say much more about it. It's been great.
Well, the fans, is there a noticeable difference between the fans in the States and the fans in Europe, especially these open air festivals?
Okay, since you said that in the smaller venues, almost none. There's almost no difference. It's because they're all crazy. It's awesome. And in the intimate setting, the European kids have been just like the American kids. They just go wild and nuts. In an open air festival, I do have to say there's been a couple that have surprised me.
In a good way or
in
bad
a weird way. I wouldn't say good or bad, but I would say weird. You know, weird. Just kind of weird, you know.
Unused. Like you haven't been used to the reaction, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Well, we're an extreme metal band, so we're we're not out there playing dance music.
Yeah.
And we're not out there to like move people around like cattle. We like the crowd interaction with us.
Yes.
But not the typical stuff. And you know, there was one festival that we did where, man, we walked in there, man, everybody was wearing black, and I was like, I'm at home. But you know, it's like they were dancing to some like ABBA type of music that was being played that day, and banging their heads to some stuff. It just was really weird for me and strange to see that. I kind of didn't get it.
Well, ABBA is a big band in the Baltic, Scandinavia.
Yeah, we're playing heavy metal though. I'm talking about a metal version of ABBA.
I heard that the crowd in the Baltics or Scandinavia, Europe especially, sometimes so it takes a little time to warm up. Especially in the open air festivals, people are like standing like this. And
well, for us, a lot of people do that because they're like, if I went to go see us, I would love to be in the pit, but I'd probably sit there and go, what are they doing? You know, because the music is not like and you know, we'll run in the pit, and it's not like that, man. We're writing songs and they're different. Every song is different. So if I was watching us, I'd probably be one of those guys going, checking it out, taking it in. Instead of grabbing the phone, instead of doing anything like that, checking it out, you know, getting that experience inside of it.
The music is a great mix of this kind of classic riffs and also this aggressive punk attitude, even a little bit crust thrown into it. And so I think people are really, really surprised by this kind of aggressive. This is not a traditional, like, really repetitive. This is a chaotic music. This is a great, like, mosh pit music to me, at least. So
it's great, very good recognition. I think the key word you used here was attitude. The attitude is just like, you know, I think that's what carries our whole band. It's the way we deliver. It's the attitude we put towards every riff. You know, we're all playing the same instruments as everybody else, but the notes that we choose to play and the lyrics that Philip puts on there, and just a combination of all this. Here's an illegal right here.
Another illegal, the second illegal here.
So I mean, you know, we're talking about. We're talking about attitude, and this is the main reason. Let me tell you why he's in the band, because he is one of the key major elements, and with nothing but a killer attitude, man, and a mean one too.
How's the collaboration process? Who is the main guy who comes up with riffs? Is the Phil in charge mostly of the lyrical part, and you work on the riffs and the music?
We're supporting a body of work that's been previously. We've done it already, you know. We're all so Philip had the gist of it. In the new stuff that we're doing, we're all coming up with riffs. We're all coming up with riffs, but as far as lyrics go, that's Philip's gig, man. You know, we'll you know, maybe offer a line here or there, but Philip is a wordsmith. He's excellent in what he does.
And once this European tour is finished, what do you guys do? Do you relax? Do you start working on the new album? Is there a new album in the works, or just gonna chill after this European leg?
We'll probably take a short break and start the writing process and what the next record's going to be. So Philip's got some down touring to do, so while he's off doing that, we'll probably be brainstorming and coming up with stuff.
But Phil has a lot of projects, so how do you guys like fit it together to get time to rehearse, to work on the new...
Right now he's just doing down and the illegals mainly, so you know, we're splitting the time up between down and us. Whatever free chance we can get together, we take it.
We get together when there's a window of opportunity. We're definitely, like right now when we go back to the States, Phil actually comes right back. We're down. He's coming back to Europe in August. Steve's got a project going up at home. I have a band called Heavy as Texas, and we'll probably be working on that. And at the same time, writing riffs for the Illegals. So when we get together, we'll have something to offer, bring to the table. So we're definitely doing a second Illegals record. We're definitely going to do a second, a sophomore attempt, and you know, we're going to come back again.
The world needs another Illegals record.
Thank you for feeling that way. I feel the same way. Growing up, man, I used to get excited about the artists that I like, and like Van Halen, let's say, put out a record, and the next one, you didn't know what it looked like. The album cover, you didn't know what it would sound like, but you knew it was going to sound like them. It was exciting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like, it's like all these bands put out another album. It's just like, when did you record this? When you recorded the last 10? I'm excited is what I'm saying about our next record. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but I'm excited because I know it's going to be a follow-up to the first one.
No long ballads, no...
I think it's going to be all ballads.
All ballads.
Oh, all ballads.
All acoustic. Acoustic record.
80s throwback.
Bunch of whiny songs.
Glam
Keyboards. I'm going to play triangle.
Total melancholy.
Phil's going to do the lyrics, sensitive stuff like
Very
usual. Yeah. Well, I can't wait to listen to that and cry in my bedroom. It's really good music.
Yeah.
How's the crowds receiving this record? Because this is people are used to Down, which is more, you know, kind of a more mellower sound, and this has more like a crusty punk attitude. How the crowds reacting to that new music?
They've been reacting very well. A lot of the kids know the songs. Yesterday we had the biggest circle pit of the whole tour.
Yeah, man.
That was
in Finland. Crazy.
Yeah.
People know the lyrics, like sing along, really familiar.
There's a group. There's a small section of kids that we noticed that are like scattered about, knowing everything, man. They know all the riffs. And then there's newcomers, which they, you know, I don't blame them if they don't want to be in a pit. They do this and they check us out. But in the end, the attitude and I think the chemistry that we have on stage, and we throw it out to the audience.
It's impossible to ignore.
They get it and they give it back to us, and that interaction is alive. And it's something that we can really talk about or see or do. It's you just gotta get on that stage, man, and experience it, you know. And it's every night is different. Every set's been different. The crowd's been different, but the mojo and the chemistry that we have together has not been diminished. In fact, we keep getting stronger. Look at this asshole here.
Another illegal.
There you go. You get the third illegal in.
Do you want to?
Yeah, he puts the L in illegal.
Come here.
How did?
Come here.
I got important business.
Do you want to like tell how did the name the Illegals come about anyway?
This is a good question for Boone.
Just look at me.
Look at us.
He's oozing illegal attitudes.
Honestly, it's our sense of humor, man. If we fucking joke around so much, now constantly.
The drug dog just stared at me.
Oh, okay.
There's a drug dog here.
Yeah, they brought a drug dog. The police walked around with a dog, and the dog stopped, looked at me.
Luckily, we don't have anything to worry
Well,
about.
there you go. So you go. Freaking.
I let the dog know I
Hence
was
the
legal.
illegal name.
Did the how do you choose what songs to play each night? Do you randomly do it, or do like...
Every night's different. We mix it up every night.
Philip will call us in to the back, you know, wherever we're at. He'll call the illegals in there, and he's good. Let's work on the set list. We'll put our songs in front of us, and we'll mix it up. So it's actually different. Even though it's our material and it's a body of work, the way we mix it up, for us, you know, it's fresh and it's different. It's different. We give the audience something brand new every time. So I'm looking forward to it today myself. I have no idea what we're gonna start with or what we're gonna end with. It'll be killer.
Damn, bro.
I noticed you put some Pantera songs, some classic songs. I viewed some material from your Stockholm gig. You did, at least in the set list, there was a Super Joint song. How do you mix them up, or do you like throw in the
just
classics?
go like this.
Just special dice for that or something?
Yeah, and playing those songs is kind of like, you know, celebrating his career, because he was in Arson Anthem. We do Arson Anthem song, we do. But I mean, the only thing we don't do is like a Christ inversion and Down. But you know, we do Pantera.
We did Down yesterday.
We did Down yesterday.
We did
Philip played
Very
guitar.
Mean Smoke.
Very Mean Smoke.
Oh.
Not the entire piece, we did the end. Somehow I ended up with the
The
mic.
reprise. It was good.
So that set list is like basically the...
Free for all.
No, it's like the best metal from the 90s and the 2000s, basically thrown into one fucking show.
With our
How many
current
guys can
stamp.
do that?
With our current stamp of the music, you know, what we're bringing to the table as the illegals, you know, with the walkthrough exits.
Hey, you know, we play the Pantera songs with fire, man, that we play with the rest of our songs. Mm-hmm. You know, so we might not play them at the same tempos as Pantera. We might be a little more on the aggressive side.
We're playing it like ourselves. We're paying homage to it though. No less. And we're not changing the songs. Don't get me wrong. But our energy is our energy, and we're trying to give it justice by being ourselves. I think that's the only thing we really can do instead of imitating something.
Is Phil tired of people asking him about the Pantera reunion? I bet he gets a lot of that. Or is he cool with that? He's open to talk about it,
I think
discussing
he's open to talking about it. I don't think he's tired of hearing about it. I don't know what the situation is with that. I can't really speak for
that happens to any rock and roll band. It's happened to Aerosmith or Van Halen. Anytime something like that has happened before, you know, people eventually do. Well, after a certain time lapse, you know, people want to see it. It's inevitable. It's very sad that Domag's not here, because if he were, I'm 100% sure that Pantera would be doing a reunion and everything would be cool and everybody would get along just fine. I know this. I know Domag would, you know, I know they were just best friends, man. There was just a small little separation between them. They would have married up. It was bound to happen. Unfortunately, some psycho had to go do what he did. But yeah, he gets asked that, but you know, it's part of life.
And do you know, if you know, about Rex's attitude about the reunion idea?
He jumped on stage with us the other day, so
and
I'm
his
sure
attitude,
he's pretty.
yeah,
I'm sure he's
such a
pretty
cool
open
guy, man.
about it. He's a really nice guy. Rex is awesome, and I mean, if those guys weren't open to the idea, they wouldn't be playing the songs. I mean, there's a mutual respect there, obviously, but whatever's going on personally from both sides, no one knows. No one's gonna even try to guess to know. But you know, for us, it was fun to be able to share the stage with Rex and to be able to share the moments with Philip and with the people, because, like Philip has said, you know, these songs aren't his anymore. You know, aren't his. They're not Pantera's anymore. They belong to the people. I mean, they were 20 years old, 25 years old. So the people deserve to hear that. I mean, we're a different generation of metalheads that grew up knowing this belief that Pantera was the shit, and Pantera is this huge fucking, you know, force in metal. And now it's sort of, it needs to come back, and people need to realize exactly what Pantera did and their accomplishments and what they did for metal, and show that a couple regular dudes can come out and kick some fucking ass and take the world by storm. And that's a powerful thing, and people still want to hear the material that they came up with, and we're honored and lucky to be able to share it with everybody, to be able to play it. And if that's what the people want to hear alongside our material, we're going to give them whatever they want.
That's a great way to approach it. I've seen a lot of internet trolls, haters, you know, speaking basically bullshit about it. The reunion idea and the whole idea of Pantera songs, but I think the world needs that. Also, I really hope you guys finish the second album. For me, especially. Do it for me.
Oh, we're doing it for ourselves first because we need to, and we were the same. So you know, you get it, and I'm sure you'll get it. You'll get the same vibe you did in this walkthrough exercise. And me, my little take on that: the word reunion is just not correct. You can't reunite a band.
How would you phrase it?
With a missing member. Maybe a tribute to a tribute. Reunion is when people get back together. If Eddie Van Halen passed away for some reason, who are you going to get to replace Eddie Van Halen? You don't.
If you're asking if we would want to see it, like me personally, I would love to see any incarnation that they want to try to bring up. You know what I mean? If, as Marzi said, a tribute.
Yeah.
If it was a tribute, I would love to see what you got. You know, Zach or whatever guitar virtuoso, because obviously, like we said about a whole generation of musicians being inspired, there's tons and tons of kids all over the internet that can shred and play these notes, you know, crazy accurate, but they might not be playing in bands and stuff like that. So, me personally, I would love to see anything come of it, but if not, you know, it is what it is, and you got the illegals at least, so.
Yeah. Well, this Stoner definitely needs the illegals. So here's to a great show. I hope you will do that next record because I'm personally waiting for that.
Nice.
Waiting for that kind of music to come back, fresh new music mixed with the old school style and the punk attitude.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys very much.
Man. Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.